Hi, namaste, everyone. I'm so honored that you are here with me during this new moon season moment. I have something special for your spirit. So I'm Astral Light. Welcome to my lighthouse. Mm. Let's take a deep breath. Um, what came to me, probably the last 6 months, um, is a sacred chakra spiral. All about the spirals spread. And I do the oracle and the tarot combined. I I like to mix up the cards. So this moment, let's just say this moment is like feels like a life of becoming. Um, I am all about the turtle energy. I'm all about the turtle spirit, the turtle. Oh, just, slow and steady wins the race. Be patient. So here we are. And I wanted to start by introducing the ancestor that has been like a father to me. And I have to say he's carried me here, and I feel he walks on my shoulders every day, or sits on my shoulders every day. And as they say, no one ever dies. I just wanted to share this lovely picture. This is Tiger. And Tiger, like I said, he was my father. He was amazing. He was my father. He was my sister. He played Barbies with me. Um, and I know that he is here at this moment, at this time, big and strong. He always comes in around April. He kind of pushes me through April, pushes me, propels me, and kind of puts a lot, I should say a little, puts a lot of fire under me. Um, and when July comes in, I put a lot of fire under me. I'm a Leo, born July 31st, and oh, not that It was and So here we are. I'm going to begin with talking about why I chose the chakra as a way to walk through the moon season. In 2010, I became a Reiki master. I had the blessed moment to find a teacher that was in Fremont, Seattle, in Washington, Fremont, Washington. And it was really beautiful because it really aligned me to my soul's purpose. And that is something that I have been aware of since I was about 15. And so in my journey, I realized that balance starts within, and Reiki gave me that. So I'm just going to read. Let me put on my lovely glasses here, and I'm just going to read from this lovely. This came to me from Amazon, and I will leave a description in my description box. I will leave a link to how you can actually get one of these, because this is amazing. This is like everything you want to know about chakras in a nutshell. What I say, the word chakra means wheel of Sanskrit. It acts like a spinning vortex that carries energy throughout the body. The chakra system is a network of nerves and glands that produce and regulate and distribute hormones throughout the body. Very important hormones. Each chakra is connected to to a certain organ in our body and serves as portals that link our physical. This is the part. This is the most important part, I feel. Physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. To me, that was huge. It was important. So I learned a lot of this years ago, and I love having this as a reference so I can share it with you lovely, amazing beings. And I like to say, awaken spirit seekers. And I do know there are a lot of us way showers out there, they say, our light workers that have been here for a long time. And what I'm seeing is a lot of the younger generation. I'm 50, I'll be 50 in July 31st, I'll be 54. And I'm seeing a lot of children come in the world that are amazing, aware of, intuitively aware. And I'm seeing a lot of young 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds. But I recognized this 10 years ago. And so I'm just really happy that we are here now at this time. And I'm going to go ahead and get into the sacred spiral with you guys at this time. Oh, a little insight in case you don't know what Reiki is. And this is the way my teacher described it. Rei means God, universal divine. And Ki means life, force, energy. Reiki translates to universal energy. Everything is made up of universal energy. Every solid matter, this energy flows through us and around us all of the time. So I am a Reiki master and I also do Akashic Records. And at this time, I'm opening up my heart to your heart that is awakening to your true essence. And I'm offering private Zoom tarot card readings. I'm offering on my website, but I also am offering my Reiki, which I do distant at this time, and Akashic Records reading. And that is a way for you to tap into your I am, because I am you, you are me. And we are everyone that was here and everyone that is here now. And I am a practitioner, a soul practitioner. So I have decided that that was key for me to really open the door to see and know and feel how to walk into my true essence and how to walk on and live on this earth now. So like I said, like from the beginning, I'm so honored that you have found me here at this time now. So, so the sacras, there are 7 that I will do 7 cards spread, and each sacra I will do a different spread, a different, excuse me, each sacra card. Each sacra I will do a different card. So there will be 7 from 7 different decks. And I will have an extension of the decks, reading more about them in another video. This one, I'm just going to keep it very simple and do an intuitive reading with the cards and just say what the cards are and bring in my intuitive channel flow that I received from the ancestors and my higher self, my God within. And yeah, here we are. Voila. So like I said, all more information is down below in the description. And I've already saged the lovely cards. And there also will be a time where I will leave in my playlist of my YouTube playlist I like to do a little sage, and I always do a sage, and I always do an incense. And so today I chose blessings. So that was something that I was feeling very blessed and very happy. So as I, that's how I roll. I always say that's patience is my middle name. Astral Light is my spiritual name. That came to me in my spirit years ago. I was in Vegas, and there was a beautiful woman, that spiritual woman, um, teacher, guru, I like to call them gurus, modern day gurus. And she was teaching me three things: how to breathe, how to bring the white light into me, which is the God within, and how to sit in my heart daily. So I take all three of those practices and spiritual tools, I like to call them, that I put in my treasure chest. And I use them and I take them with me daily. I have always had a very compassionate heart and a loving heart. So that's why I sit in my heart daily by choice. And like I had discovered for myself that I've come into this world on purpose, for a purpose, and with a purpose. And that's why I do all that I do. So I am hoping you will awaken to your true purpose. So, as my brother would say, let the party begin. Let the party begin. Showtime. He was an actor. Okay, so like I said, I will definitely share each one of these lovely cards with you. And this is the first deck that I will be using, the Garden of Wisdom. And I'm going to leave all of the descriptions of how you can get these lovely cards down below. So let's bring in, let's bring in our ancestors. They're already here. They've been here. They've made this possible for me. They've laid some golden footprints for me ahead, for me and for us. And the messages from the tarot cards are ways for us to connect with our ancestors. And man, it's the golden way to connect with our ancestors. It's magic. It's absolutely magic. So let's just say I'm just gonna tap the cards 4 times, because 4 seems to be the golden number, the magic number for foundation, all 4 legs. 4. And then I'm going to lay them out in a swirl spiral, and then as I'm speaking upon them, I will bring the camera down so that you can see them as I speak upon them. So yeah, let's do this. And the first card that came up is relationship. I will wait for all comments at the very, very end. So that is our root chakra. And it's red. It's a beautiful, beautiful red. And it has everything to do with confidence. Now I'm going to move to our lovely sacral and the beautiful orange, which is my favorite color. Beautiful orange. And I will, engage higher reason. Number 22. Engage higher reason. Oh, lovely. So your sacral is all about optimism, birth, life, the gifts within you. Excuse me one moment. I'll be right back. Okay, thanks. Thank you. I will say my Tiger's always singing me show tunes. If they could see me now. Ah! It's so funny. So, okay, I did not show you that deck of cards, and that was Suzanne Coquette. That is the soul lessons and soul purpose. And that's why I chose it for the sacral. Okay. And the third chakra would be your solar plex. And that is the bright, beautiful yellow. And I chose the animal spirit deck. And the card that came out is Ant. Cooperate for the highest good of the community. Archangel Pyramid Link. Ant. Ooh, see that, Jima? Ooh, look at that in the middle. Oh, it's all, they're going about the comment. Oh, wait. So, okay. Geometry tree keeps coming up. It keeps coming up over and over and over and over again. And there's a beautiful reason about that. And keep hanging with me, and now we'll talk more about that at another time. It brings up this moment that I have a Patreon channel that I will be opening up next month. So that's where I will be covering a lot of what I have to say, the wisdom that's within me, my knowing who I come here to be. And I also will be having special guests on, so that I say it takes a village to raise a family, and I'm not doing this alone by choice. I'm not doing this alone. There is a village of us spiritual beings that are coming together, and we are here. We've been here, should I say. So I am going to go past the heart, because that would be number 4. But I will go past the heart because all of the chakras, they integrate into the heart. So let's pop up to the number 5, which is they're all my favorite. So I'm going to say number 5 is the throat. The throat. And I found, there we go. So this is Elaine Fairchild. The Sacred Rebels. So I purposely chose that for speak your truth. So I am excited to see what moon card is for us. And speak your truth. Pandora's gift. Pandora's gift. What just happened? I just love that. Pandora's gift. Wow. So there is nothing else for me to read on here but that. And it's a number 45. And I see, there's so much to talk about. So I'm going to wait for one moment here. Okay, just keep moving on. So throat, speak your truth. Here. So amazing. So number 6 is your third eye. That's some power. All of it's power. We are power. But the third eye, when I was in Vegas, my third eye opened up, and I asked for that to be. And that's a whole nother story. So I'm just going to say I'm wide open. wide open. And indigo color is so beautiful. So these cards that I've got, and this gentleman that I've found, James Wyden, Voyager cards, Winess. And I love this. I found him. Oh gosh, the story is just so amazing. I actually spent the New Year with him on Zoom, and I'm just gonna start doing a TikTok daily with his cards. Sunday will be the first day, and this is our DNA. And this is really what I'm leading to talk about when you come to my Patreon channel. And um, Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups. And if you know anything about playing cards, I'm a chess player. Well, my dad taught me how to play chess. All my brothers, everyone but my mom played chess. And I played a little bit of cards. And the top of this says ecstasy. And yes, yes, yes. Ooh, that's a lovely way to bring in the moon energy, ecstasy. And ooh, this one, ah, the, ah, life is so amazing. So this swirl, I'm gonna definitely let you see how this will turn out. And this is just I just swirl it around. That's the energy. Hmm. Okay, well, I won't spend too much time worrying about that moment. Okay, well, that is so beautiful. I'm excited to see number 7 because number 7 also is another Elaine Fairchild moment. Cards, oracle cards. This one came because when I decided to um, be astral light, live in that light daily, and I always have been, um, these cards came. And they're also another deck of Elaine Fairchild. She writes, look at that. The artwork is just amazing. And the white light oracle. Like, why? It was just put it at the crown. That's our higher self. The God channels through us. He's within us. God within us. And it's a beautiful purple. Amethyst keeps coming to me. When I was in Vegas, I was gifted, and I love lovely amethyst. I was in Mount Shasta last month, and a beautiful being, which you will get the chance to meet her, Ray. I like to call her Ray Light. She brought me this beautiful amethyst, and she took it. I couldn't go all the way up to the top of the mountain. Oh, she went up to the top of the, well, I shouldn't say the top. I only went to the basin, and she went up further, and she did some beautiful singing bowls with her partner, Sahat. And we are now all partners, and we are all part of the village of co-creating. And I'm just loving all of this because Amethyst came to me not only that time, but another time. And I'm looking for something because, who, I think it's important. My beautiful niece's son one day was walking into my home, and he had this inside of him. He was just hanging out with this. And I was like, "What are you doing with that?" And he gave it to me, and I've been carrying that one around. And then when I came to this beautiful, lovely space where I could do my spiritual work, there was another amethyst here. So amethyst is confidence. Amethyst is I am divine. I have knowledge. I have a connection to the higher self. It doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better than that because that is just pure magic. So when these cards came, I knew they were magic because they're all about frequency. She has a book, and I will share that book with you in the playlist when I speak upon her cards, because she put in the frequency of 111. We know how 111, divine, higher self, and the cards are just magnificent and beautiful, each one. So this one I'm going to pull. I can just talk for hours about this one. So the front of them, the deck is just beautiful, and the card that comes, and I'm not too surprised. This one came the other day when I did a moment. I did a beautiful moment of sacral spiral, chakra spiral, and this card came up. And bears keep coming up. Bears are my protectors. A cub bear came in my dream, and I so know it. I so understand that energy. It's so beautiful. Um, saying get to the woods, get to nature. Oh yes, get to nature. Okay, so along with this lovely spiral spread that I've oh. Mm, there is a one that I'm missing. Hmm. Oh, ah. I'm not missing it. I just need to. Hmm. It's the heart. Let me just burn some sage. Let me do that. I'm going to burn some sage. I'm going to light some candles. I'm going to burn some sage. I'm going to slow down this flow a little bit. Like I said, I will be doing these lovely moon card sacred spiral readings live next month. That's the plan. Live. And that'll be so much fun. I'm looking forward to that. So let me light some more sage. And let's see here. Mm, mm, mm. Ooh, I'm bringing that. These are gifts. Look how beautiful these are. I'm always receiving gifts from beautiful, beautiful angels that walk on this earth. Always. It's just so amazing. I also do doTERRA oils, and I chose Cyber for today. I love to do doTERRA oils because they always give back to the village, always. So you will see me speak upon them a lot, talk upon them. So if anyone is feeling like they're wanting to really see themselves and they're feeling like they're becoming who they know they are, and they want a little confirmation, some guidance, that's why I use the cards. I get a lot of confirmation. I listen to a lot of tarot card readers. I have been for the last 10 years. 10 years ago, I never knew that this was going to come. Had no idea. And if anyone that knows me, I was a nanny to two amazing, loving boys for 7 years. And I have a beautiful daughter named Aisha. And I had her when I was 20. And she's just my biggest gift in life. And I realized that I was becoming this moment because when I awakened in 2010, 2011, 2012, I ended up in Vegas. And that was a very fun time for me. I met some amazing, amazing spiritual beings. And that's how these cards came to me. And that's how I met the goddess women, um, my soul sisters, and all of that loveliness. So if you want to know anything more about me, check out my website, justbetoday.com, justbetoday.com. I started that in 2019, and it has been like a 2020. Wanted to like begin again, and then things kind of like, oh, wait a minute. So now that I am here with you, and I'm so honored that we are here now, all of that was not supposed to be. So now I'm in 2022 with you guys on YouTube. This is just amazing because this is how I connected. This is how I became who I am. So, how fitting is this? So, let's say I went from the root chakra, red, orange, yellow, blue, indigo blue, to, I would say, an amethyst, which is more like indigo blue would be the third eye. And then we go to the throat would be, the throat is number 5. So when we get all the way to the third eye and then we get to the crown, I like to pop back down to the heart. And that's green. That's 7. That is the center of, that's compassion, that is love, that is respect, that is generosity. Ah, that is where you let the love flow. That is where you forgive yourself. That is where you forgive others. That heart is so powerful. That is what I like to say is where I think from. And the brain is just my computer. And when I am sitting in my heart, I'm golden. So I'm excited to see where we are at in our hearts and the moon. And this card deck has been one of my favorites at this moment in time. They're all my favorites, but this one is just like, what? The pictures are amazing. And here we go. Synergy, 6 of Wands. Synergy, 6 of Wands. I cannot wait to go to the extended version, do the extended version, because just reading the book, he has 2 books that comes with this. James Wallace. 2 books, and each one is so detailed. So this is the card deck. So it is just so beautiful, and it's so amazing how all of this has come to be. And the reason why it's come to be now is because so many of us are awakening to who we are supposed to be, our true self, our true essence. And I'm just going to do a moment and just kind of, I'm an intuitive channel. I have been. I think I'm like clairvoyant. I see things, I feel things. When spirit speaks to me, it'll usually be like 3 times. It'll be a message. Um, um, I get a lot of the swaying. So if you see me swaying, it's letting me know that I am that I am present to this spiritual moment and this sacred moment. So I love to use feathers. Feathers come to me all the time. I have a beautiful, that's how these cards came from a lady, this Frances. I have a picture of Frances. Frances came and she gifted me a lot of these lovely cards, and I will speak upon her lovely spirit when I took care of Frances. And Frances, when I met her, she was 47. No, yeah, 40, yeah, 47. Ooh, now I'm thinking of. And she had cancer. And when I met her, she said, do you got me? And I said, I got you. And within 30 days, she went in spirit and she said, I will leave you feathers whenever you're thinking of me, or whenever I'm present to you. And so I get lots of feathers. So let's go through the sacral spiral chakra spread, and I will give an intuitive understanding, and I'm going to show you the cards, intuitive knowing, and I will show you the cards again and speak upon them. Okay, so let's just start with relationship, your root chakra. And that is the base of spine, and that is the awareness of your physical body. That's where it begins. For me, this is where I suggest that daily that you go and sit and be present to yourself. I suggest that you breathe and be still. And I will have some videos talking more about those, breathe and be still and sitting in your heart. and down below, but this says a lot. Relationships, universal guardians. Your energies will attract new people into your life. That is so beautiful. That is relationship. And I'm feeling like it's a relationship now. It's with others and with yourself first. That's come up a lot. I truly believe that the relationships begin with yourself. How you treasure, how you nurture, how you be compassionate to yourself. So number two is your sacral. Ability to relate to the world and nurture healthy relationships. So engage higher reason. I think this card says tap into, I feel like this card is saying tap. You see how both people are up, on the bridge and there's a boat in the water and they're looking apart from each other. And I think they're saying search out a higher reason for you to be here. Do that with yourself. No one else can tell you that. Even in no one can tell you that. So, and I love it that it's the boat is in the river and the pedals are down. So the only way to go is like, can't get in the river. It looks like you need to get off the bridge and get on the land. Okay, and so so solar plex, geometry. What's come to me a lot over the last months since September is 369, Tesla. So if you get a chance, look up Tesla, YouTube Tesla, not Tesla, the Tesla, the inventor. Um, 369, those are very powerful numbers. All numbers are powerful, but something about those. So cooperate. I love that. Not cooperate. Cooperate for the highest good of the community. And I love ants. When I was a kid, when I was about 3, 4, 5, I lived in Denver, Colorado. And we had these red ants that would just, oh my gosh, they were just everywhere. But I love the blue. I like to watch them. I like to watch them work. And I always say that when I look at buildings being built, we've done a lot. I'm in the Northwest here, and we've done a lot of building up on Capitol Hill and in Seattle. And I notice that I say that humans are like ants. We're always building, and we're always building. And it's so amazing that everyone has a skill, a talent, a gift, a trade. And I think this is saying get a gift, discover a gift, get a get a trade, get a talent, and do it for the highest good of the community and share it. Be of service. First to yourself, figure out what it is, and be cooperative for the highest good of the community. That's so beautiful. Okay. So that's the solar plex. And I'm going to say we're going to go next number 1, 2, 3, 4 would be the throat. And I wish that oh my gosh, this card is so amazing. I can't wait to read what it's about. Pandora's gift. The throat. Say what you feel, say what you know, say what you wish at this time in life. Your voice is everything. Do not dim your light. Do not quiet your voice for anyone. Be compassionate with yourself. You are a gift. So when you discover all the gifts within you, that is like opening Pandora's box. Well, I say gift, and then you know that old saying, Pandora's box. But Charka, I love it that it's almost as if she took off the mask and looked to see what she sees. I see music, and I see vibration. I see notes. Those look like music notes, and you see how they're all around her and they're going through her chakras and through her pineal, her crown. It's so beautiful. I love it. So yeah, when I first did, no, I'm not gonna come. Oh, keep it'll be for the extension. Whew. Ecstasy, third eye, allows clear thought, inner vision, and spiritual guidance and wisdom. Ace of Cups. Look at those. Look at it. Beautiful. The river flowing, the flowers, the butterfly, the orchids, the tulips, the waterfalls, all of this beautifulness. I usually have to have a water. I always, I always have to have a magnifying glass when I look at these cards because they are so detailed and they're so amazing. Every single picture inside the card has a meaning. Every single picture. And I'm saying that I'm feeling that this is the third eye is like right here where your brow. And that's about insight. And ooh, the glistening water. I say, something's come to me that my brother said. I felt probably about 4 months ago when I really knew that it was time for me to um, step more into my power, and do more of what I really, really wanted to do. He said, "You've come a long ways, baby." I just heard those words so loud, and I knew that was him. It's like, "You've come a long ways, baby." That's a message that I wanted to share with you guys, you spiritual beings out there. You're awakening to who you are. You've come a long ways. That's why I say showtime. That's why we're here. And if you know anything about gardening, the seed, that's who we were, that little egg, and look who we've become. And look what comes from a tiny little seed. So let's flow toward the lovely, the lovely crown, the top of the head. This is the consciousness of unity and connection of the higher self. Yeah. Ooh, I felt that. Spirit bear. And oh, wow. 396. Hey, I'm not just talking about, did I say 369? So here's 396 right here. Oh, I cannot wait to talk about this loveliness. Oh, what just happened? And oh, it's so beautiful. He looks so calm. Look at that lovely glow behind him. This is just a beautiful beauty. He looks just so calm, just calm and peaceful. It's like, be the bear. Protect self. I love to hibernate during the wintertime. And as soon as April comes in, I'm just like, what just happened? Okay, let's pop over to the heart. Number 7. That's where the green grass is. That's where the love is. That's synergy in the 6 of Wands. Not beautiful. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. Namaste. Hey, I know what just happened. I had the wrong card. Ah, the heart. I pulled the same card that I did. Okay, so now let's go to the heart. Voila. Okay, my favorite. Oh, did I always say that all the cards? Yes. I'm okay. I need to stop that already. Kanyan. I chose her for the heart because she's all about compassion, and I am all about compassion. That's all that matters to me. And I love it that the artwork is just like, what just happened? It's just so beautiful. And I'm all about the lotus. The lotus plant has been with me, flower plant has been with me when I was in Vegas, I have to say. It started with a poem that came that was telling, it was like, you come from the beautiful flower, you come from the mucky waters, and that's who we are. We are lotuses that come from the mucky waters, and I've found to be true in my essence when I came to my spiritual space in Paulsboro, Washington. There was a lotus plant flower on the wall in the studio, and let me read it. Live, I can see far distance. Live each present moment completely, and the future will take care of itself. Fully enjoy the wonder and the beauty of each instant. And I almost lost it. Yogananda is my spiritual guru. And I read his book, and it took me probably about 5 years to finish reading it, but he came to my spirit, and to find that this is the poem is in the about the lotus is in my studio. And about 4 or 5 months ago, a lotus meditation came to me, and I'm really I'm so excited to share that with you, and in a playlist down below. But I will do that. I'll do a moment live. I will do a live moment with that. So let's get to the heart. And that's where we are. Compassion, happy, joy. All of my friends are compassionate. All of my friends are happy. All of them, even if there is a moment where they are not, we always get back to happy. It's that inner child within us that we won't lose. We won't lose it. That's the magic. I swing. I love to go to playgrounds. I love to play ball. I love to fly kites. I love to skip. I love to do all of those things that I did when I was a child. That keeps me sane. Keeps me balanced. It keeps me aligned. It keeps me present to my true essence of who I am. So it's no surprise that Kanyan, a goddess, came to me in spirit, and she's always with me. Um, when I was in Thailand, I had the blessed moment of finding some pictures of Kanyan dancing, and I have a statue that I think my daughter gave me this, if I'm thinking correctly. That my daughter or I know it was a gift. I have so many gifts, but this Tara is Kanyan also, just in a different name. So beautiful. So I would like to say at this time, hey, let's bring in Kanyan. What messages does she have for us today? What compassionate, loving messages during this moon season, this new moon? I'm feeling new. Here we go. Mother fierce. This came up the other day too when I did a moment. A mother fierce. Yes, yes, and yes. We are fiercely protecting like a mother would protect a child. And our dreams are like our children. Our hearts, are what we need to protect and nurture. So I am not surprised that this card came up. I'm not surprised. I'm just going to show it one more time. Look at all those arms. I have some beautiful, beautiful. That is just, that's the fire right there. That's the fire. And I was just going to say, that is the fire. Whew, that was pretty deep. I am loving this Sacred Chakra Spiral New Moon, and I'm loving it that and honored that you guys are here with me, and I'm so happy at this time in life. And one thing that I will say that I will add to this sacred moment is I believe that the universe is within us, and I truly believe that, and I truly know that. And that I will speak upon a lot in my Patreon channel. So there's 4 elements: earth, wind, fire, earth, wind, fire, and oh, talk about brain freezers. Ooh, earth, wind, fire, and water. Anywho, okay. I love to bring those elements into my spiritual space. So what I would like to do is bring this down where you could see. And I love to bring it into my spiritual space, all of the 4 elements. So I would be earth for me today. I have always, I'm a collector of stones and crystals and rocks and shells. And today I brought in earth as this loveliness. When I was in Mount Shasta, I was sitting and just being, and this lovely, lovely stone of earth just popped up. There's so many crystals in there, and there's so many beautiful, beautiful, just a beautiful color. So that would be my stone. And my wind would be this lovely blue jay feather. And and earth, wind. And I'm going to bring in this fire. This is my fire. I received this lovely gift when I came to my studio. And there's 2 of them. They're matching. So this is my beautiful, lovely fire moment. Fire, earth, wind, fire, and water. And I choose this lovely fish, and it's jade, and it's just beautiful. And this is my fish swimming in the water. And I have had this lovely jade fish for probably about 30 years. 10, 20, 30, 40 years. I just want to bring that into this lovely moment. And then I also want to bring in these 2 little ladybugs. I got these as a birthday gift. I think when I turned 50, if I'm remembering. These are new beginnings. 2 little ladybugs, the 2 little lovely boys, Hayden and Finley. They're always on my spiritual space. always. And they helped me really tap back into my inner child. I had so much fun with my daughter, and we still have so much fun traveling with each other. We traveled to Thailand together when I turned 50, and I want to say that this is really a beautiful birthday celebration for me to be here in my lighthouse with you. And so, once again, thank you, and I'm honored, and welcome to my lighthouse. Thanks for coming. And I want to give a toast. I found this lovely ancient gate, and I'm going to buy a case of this, and it's so delicious. It is beautiful, and it was in 2020. And this is when it's so fitting that I found it, because this is when I first started my business, Just Be Today, in 2020. And here it is, 2022. And it's like new beginnings. So cheers to you. Thank you for coming. And I hope from my heart to your heart, namaste. Astral Light is here. To those who are awakening to their true essence. And if you would like to have a sacred spiral spread or a Celtic cross, I do 2 versions of those. And I believe that we've all come here with a purpose. And I'm very excited, overjoyed, and honored that you have found me. Happy birthday, July babies. And like my niece said, about 10 years ago, 10 years ago, she said something and it came to me today. She said, I wanted to come. I have 9 nieces and nephews. I love them all so dearly. And they have children now. And there's something she said, oh, it came to me. She said, Auntie, I have a feeling something's about to jump off. You're right. It just took 10 years for it to happen. I love you. Namaste, everyone. And please subscribe and make a comment. And please leave a comment. I look forward to the comments because I will read them all.